Gammopoly board game is part of an Erasmus Plus project coordinated by Gamma Institute and designed collaboratively by the consortium of partners IERS, Check-in, CHAPES and ASPAIM. Its main objective is to improve life competencies of adults using game-based learning in the adult, non-formal education and personal development fields. The main purpose of the game is to develop skills during several life stages. You will need to cooperate with your partner in order to face the challenges that you may encounter during the game. Make the best decisions together to grow as a family. Gammopoly, playing life together, is a game to know your couple and to share your way of being with other players, to know more about them and let them know more about you. If this is the main reason to play, try to justify your choices during the game. Gammopoly is played in pairs. Pairs can be couples, friends, family members, whatever, but they are going to represent families that live lives and all their ins and outs. Time is represented by clocks, and families should spend them strategically to obtain the greatest amount of victory points at the end of the game. What should be the optimum strategy? Would you prioritize work or leisure? Who will take care of the family or common plans? Who will do the housework? Get to know your partner and get to know yourself by playing this board game. Gammopoly can be played between 2 and 4 couples. You have 2 options, long version and short version. One with 9 rounds and the other with 6 rounds. The estimated game time for the 6 rounds version is 30 minutes per family and 45 minutes per family in the long version. The Gammopoly board game includes the following components: the main board and a panel to indicate the long version of the game and the short version of the game. 4 family boards, 1 for each couple. 63 activity cards. 24 shopping cards. 4 house cards. Event cards, 16 for the first stage, 21 for the second stage, and 17 for the third stage. 9 job cards. 14 character cards. 8 instruction cards, 2 for each family, 1 for the start and end of the game, and 1 for the start and end of a round. 5 clock tokens for each member of every family. 1 education token and 1 socialization token for each member of every family. 1 family cohesion token and 1 housework satisfaction token for each family. All these materials will be placed on the family board for every family. Job tokens, 1 for each member of every family, used to indicate what job each person has at every point of the game. House tokens, used to indicate which house you have at each moment of the game, and how many mortgage payments you have made. Gammolians of 1, 5, 10 and 20 units. The board is divided into 3 sections. Let's talk about the first section. In the long version of the game, there are 9 rounds, divided into 3 stages. The token is used to indicate which round you are playing. There are symbols on each round to indicate special things that might happen. In this section, certain cards are placed. For example, the shopping cards, the activity cards, and the event cards. There are 3 event cards per family per stage. For example, in a game with 2 families, there are 6 event cards for stage 3, 6 for stage 2, and 6 for stage 1. In the middle of the board, we can find the different actions that the families can perform. The families should invest each of their clocks in different actions. Once one family is finished investing their clocks, the turn moves to another family in clockwise order. Education and socialization action. If a player invests one clock in education and socialization, they can choose up to 3 points in this area. They may distribute the points how they wish between education and socialization. Activity action. If a player invests their clock in the activity action, they may take one activity card. They invest a cost and they immediately take a reward, in this case 1 victory point and 1 Gammopoly. Cleaning action. From stage 2, when families have houses, they can perform this action to reduce household dissatisfaction. Job action. If a player invests one clock, they may either take a temporary job and earn 3 Gammopoly, or they may take another job if they can afford the initial investment. These jobs must only be obtained in order of first level, second level, and third level. Love action. If a player invests one clock in the love action, family cohesion increases by 1 level. Family care. Between rounds 4 and round 7, a player may invest their clock in family care. The level of family cohesion will either increase or decrease depending on how much they invest in this action. Hobby action. If a player invests their clock in the hobby action, they win 2 victory points and 2 of education or socialization points as they decide. Shopping action. If a player invests their clock in the shopping action, they may take a shopping card. They may invest Gammopoly in the item and they receive a reward. For example, 3 Gammopoly and they receive 2 victory points. Each family takes a family board. At the beginning of each stage, they select randomly a character card which they place here. At the beginning of each round, they select an event card which they place here. They also indicate socialization points and education points. Further, they indicate the level of housework satisfaction and the level concerning the love action. Initial setup for 2 families. The board is placed in the center of the table and a family board is given to each family. Additionally, each family receives 10 clocks, 5 green and 5 orange. Each player of the family decides which color they're going to use during the game. Clocks represent the time of each round and are used to perform actions during each round. 1 education and socialization token per player matching the letter of the family. 1 family cohesion token with the letter of the family. 1 housework tasks token with the letter of the family. And 1 victory point token with the letter of the family. Each family member receives a random character card. Characters will change each stage of the game. The conditions of the card apply during the whole stage. Some of them are applied each round, some only when doing a specific action. Each family starts with 5 resources between socialization, education, and money, which they distribute as they wish. The love token starts at the heart, which represents a family cohesion level of 0, and the housework tasks token on the clean trash can, which also represents a value of 0. In the events deck, 3 cards of each stage are placed per family. Next to the board, 5 activity cards are placed per family and 3 shopping cards per family. Next to the opposite side of the board, place the house cards and the job cards. At the beginning of each round, players should move the round token. At the beginning of each stage, players should say their hobbies. At the beginning of each stage, players should choose a character card. At the beginning of each round, families should take event cards. At the beginning of each round, families should pay the mortgage if they own a house. At the beginning of each round, players earn their salary for their jobs. They should also cover job maintenance with a clock or with resources. Finally, players should use their clocks to perform actions in a clockwise order. End of a round. First, apply the penalty or benefit of family care. Second, apply the penalty or benefit of housework satisfaction. Third, apply the penalty or benefit of family cohesion. Fourth, recollect any clocks. Fifth, recover activity and shopping cards. Replace any missing cards. There should be 5 activity cards per family and 3 shopping cards per family. End of the game. At the end of the game, resources are transformed into victory points. Every 4 education points becomes 1 victory point. Every 4 socialization points also becomes 1 victory point. Every 5 Gammolians becomes 1 victory point. And every trio of activity cards becomes a certain number of victory points, which you can find by consulting the rulebook. This process is repeated for each player. At the end of the game, the family with the highest number of points is the winner.